What's up, my YouTube fam? YouTube family. Yeah, about that. Hey, this video is gonna be about nursing contracts. You know what I'm saying? My boy Merch Montez gonna give y'all the hookup. Especially your LPNs, RNs, you got contracts coming in at y'all all day. But he got some in the email for LPNs that he wanna share with y'all. But before we let him have the stage, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate what y'all are doing for my boy Merch Montez. I just wanted to come in and say hello. If you want to see more of me, you need to like and subscribe, and put a comment saying I should come back. All right? Let him get it. What's up, YouTube fam? Yes, I am here to give you some knowledge and some information on the contracts. Got an email. They're specifically for LPNs, but as you know, RNs, you guys can get those contracts. They just overflowing to y'all. But for LPNs, we might have to look a little bit. But once you find that sweet spot, once you find what you're really looking for, then it's easy. So I wrote down some information that maybe you guys might want to write down. Maybe you might want to keep for yourself. The name of the agency that has been sending me things, the places that they were agreeing to let me go, the hourly rates that they're promising, the weekly pay that they're promising, the yearly pay. I calculated it myself so you guys can know. I'm gonna share it with you. And also I've got the shifts that they are, trying to fill. Now, mind you, this has been maybe about a week ago, but I decided, I'm gonna go ahead and share it. So here it is. So the agency is called Career Staff Unlimited. Maybe you've heard about it, maybe you haven't. But what I did was I put in my information on their website. I was curious because I wanted to see, what all they had. So I suggested they send me things so I can know what I'm getting into, or if I saw something I wanted to do, so I can know that it's there and it's open. So what they've been sending me is some stuff for Kentucky, Owensboro, Kentucky. I don't know nothing about Kentucky, so maybe I'm saying the name wrong. Maybe I'm not. I'm sorry if I'm messing up the name and you live there, but Owensboro, Kentucky. LPNs. So this place is under new management, but they are ready to accommodate travelers, right? The shifts they need are night shifts. They've got 2 open. It might be filled by now. I'm not sure. 6:30 p, 7 a. I used to do night shift when I first became a nurse, and it was good. It was really good. You get shift diff, But after I got married, I was like, I'm gonna stick to day shift, and we're just gonna roll it out that way. Hourly rate is $37.05 an hour. Let that sink in. In LPN, $37.05 an hour, right? And how I broke it down was they're promising that the weekly pay is going to be $1,482 a week. Now, I'm pretty sure this is before taxes, but in the insert it says that they have a tax program that I'm not really familiar with just yet because I haven't called to ask about the position or not. I don't even know if I want it, but I'm just sharing it with you guys so you guys can know that this is what they have. So I did the math myself. If they're promising $1,482, when you break it down on a 40-hour period, that's going to be $37.05. Now, if you do a yearly rate, for $1,482 times 52 weeks in a year, that's going to equal $77,064. So it's a pretty decent yearly salary. LPNs don't normally make that. The average for them is like $18 and some change, like 40-something thousand a year, something like that. So you're making $70,000, which is pretty good. And this is actually a 9-week contract though, but it has an option to renew it. Of course, I think that depends on how well you work. That's always the case. So if you're a good worker, good LPN, you're serious about your work, you're serious about what you do, this might be an option for you. 9-week contract, the option to extend. It sounds nice, really does. Definitely livable salary, especially if you have a family. If it's just yourself, well, then hey, shoot for it. Now the next one I have is in the same city, Owensboro, Kentucky. Except this one, they're looking for 3-day shift LPNs, so it's gonna be 6:30 A to 7 P. But this time they're offering $1,500 weekly. Now, so when you break that down, if you're doing 40 hours, that's going to be $37.50. Again, not bad. I mean, you're making $37 as an LPN. Pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back, because you are doing something smart, my friend. Something very smart. But anyway, if you do that times 52 weeks, that's going to be $78,000. I don't know if I wrote a 080 or not, but looks like $78,000 a year. That's what you're going to be making. But this is also a 9-week contract, and as of course I said, you're going to have the choice to extend it if you do good work. You know, of course they're going to extend it for you, no problem. Kentucky, I don't really know how far it is from here. Like, I live in Atlanta. I don't know how far that city is from Atlanta. You might have to do your Google research on that one, but I'm just saying the pay is nice. So if you want to go that far, it's definitely, that's an option. All right, so other places they have is West Virginia. Been there before. Not West Virginia, but I've been to Virginia before. It's okay. Not a bad place to go. New Mexico. Okay, it's kind of far. Maryland, North Carolina. That's big. Now, I do that. I would definitely do that. North Carolina? Yeah, why not? New Hampshire, Maine, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. So, a lot of good options. You know, you got Kentucky, you got the other cities and states I just mentioned. And so with the other ones I mentioned, this is what the contract package is. So they say it ranges from $1,200 to $1,400 weekly. They have loyalty bonuses. They have tax advantage programs. And generally the contract is going to be 5 to 13 week contracts. All shifts are available. So on this $1,200 to $1,400 weekly, that means it's going to be $30 an hour to $35 an hour, 30 to 35. So on the yearly basis, they're basically saying that you're going to make $62,400 a year, up to $72,800 a year. Besides that, the one I told you about, where they said they were giving $1,500 weekly. Now, if that's the case, now you're making $78,000 a year. So it's really not that bad. So why am I telling you this? Because I want you to know that you have good options if you are willing to travel. I per se already have a pretty decent contract here in Atlanta, so I'm really not trying to do it. But as I get contracts in the email, I'll share it with you to let you know what you could do if that's what you wanted to do. Because, you know, I'm okay with what I do. For the most part, I drive an hour and a half to my place of work, but I'm compensated for doing that. So it's really not a big deal for me. I'm used to driving. I actually have a Class A license. You know, I was driving for Coca-Cola, a trucking company, delivering drinks before I became a nurse. So driving for me is really not a big deal. So I do it. I like what I do. I get paid to do what I do. So my contract here in Atlanta is just fine. If I were to do a contract, I would either I would want to go to California. I want to go to New York. I want to do it in Charlotte, and I want to go to do some contracts in Florida. Those are my areas, and so when those pop up, then I might try it. But I'm not really a big fan of the 13-week contracts. I would prefer to do like a 4-week contract, or maybe a 6-week contract. Keep it short, but at the same time work my 36 to 40 hours a week. That's my ideal contract. And as far as the logistics, back to what I was mentioning here, they will pay for your stay, but you know, if I were you, it's better to let them give you the money, because you can find something cheaper. Like if you have friends in the state that you're traveling to, you can definitely find something cheaper. So it's about being smart in terms of these contracts and knowing what you really want to get out of the contract. Like the objective here is to, of course, I guess you want to upgrading your salary, right? Because you're not satisfied with what you're doing here or wherever you are. So you want to do agency work. When you do agency work, they pay you a little bit more. And actually, how this works is that when you go to that facility, the agency is charging the facility double. So you may get paid one thing, but what they're gonna do is they're gonna charge the facility double. So let's just a random amount. Let's just say you're making $18 an hour through this agency. It's kind of low, but basically, what your agency is gonna do for the facility that they're sending you to is they're gonna charge them $36 an hour, so that way they get paid and you get paid. So if that's the case, they're definitely gonna make some change. You can too, but I mean, if you're okay with where you are, watch the video anyway. Maybe you might learn something new. But if you want to change, you want to travel, Career Staff Unlimited is a good one to try. From what I've read and from what they told me over the phone, they're pretty good to try. Like I said, I already have one that I use. I'm pretty comfortable with it. Just make sure that the ones you're doing, make sure that they are offering insurance and make sure that they are taking out taxes. If not, make sure that they have a program for you to use to get up and above on your taxes. You don't want to do that because if you don't, you're going to end up paying back taxes, which I've already experienced. So to save you the trouble, just make sure that you ask those questions about taxes and make sure you ask those questions about insurance, because if you don't have insurance, in certain states, they will charge you for not having it. Because I've been there, done that. Very true. But anyhow, I would like to switch the conversation from contracts to one last thing before I end the video, and that's about having variety. Sorry, guys. You enjoyed it, bugs out here. But anyway, variety. It's very important to have variety of skills under your belt. Very important, because when you have these contracts, they may want you to do a specific thing, like work in med-surg, work in CCU, work in ICU. If you don't have that experience, you're gonna miss out on a contract that might fit your needs. So what you want to do is you want to try to get involved in as many skills as you can. And if that means getting certifications, if that means going back to school to get the training you need to do that particular skill set or to be on that particular unit, I think you should do that. You should definitely do that, because I've benefited a lot from working in different areas. I've worked in psych hospitals, I've worked in jails, I've worked in prisons. I'm currently working in a rehabilitation hospital that works along with the main hospital. Very good experience. I've been to nursing homes. I've told you this a number of times. The reason why I repeat it is because I need you to know. It's very important to be versatile, because if you are very versatile and you have a variety of skills, then when it comes to those contracts that you may like, that may fit you, you can do it because you've already worked in that similar setting. You've been there, you've done that, so you're able to, in a way, market yourself. And that's very important when you get into agency work, because technically you're a self-contractor. Oh, I thought it was a bee or something. I don't like bees. But anyway, technically you are a self-contractor, which means that you work for yourself, because you have a 1099. And 1099 means that you have to do your own taxes, right? So you pretty much your own business owner. So that's why I'm saying it's very important to have a variety of skills. It's very important to do good work when you go to these new facilities and to catch on quick. Because the bad thing about being agency is that you don't really get orientation. So it's very important to know what you're doing when you hit the floor. You got to hit the floor running, because you've been in this situation before. You know how to react. So in a way, when you know all that, you can kind of write your own check. To be honest, even as an LPN, it's very possible. But just really wanted to share the information with you guys. Just wanted to let you know what's out there. If I get any more contracts, I'll do another video. If you want to see it, I'll share it. I just wanted to be specific, and this time, because I know my other videos, I said I was going to tell y'all what the ones I use, and this is one of the ones that I've done a profile with, so that I could, just kind of have insider on what they're offering. And I think you should too. I think you should definitely look into different agencies. You should definitely, throw your profiles out there to those agencies, because they're going to send you things that may fit what you're looking for. So hop on that. Definitely do that. Please like and subscribe. This is the end. I'm gonna turn it back over to my boy real quick. All right, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoy my boy Merce Montez. Merce Montez. He's out here trying to really grow this page. So please like and subscribe. He's gonna be putting up more content about nursing, and got some surprises for you. So like and subscribe, okay? Out.